Yes.
Yeah. So we are starting our today's session. So here last time we had discussed about basic Selenium program. How can we write? How can we launch the browser? How can we navigate? And yeah, if suppose we are writing multiple test case in a single class, so how can we execute it? Because see, if suppose we do not prioritize, so it will be randomly, it will take those test cases for execution, and will get failure multiple times. Number of test case will be a fail. So controlling those and handling those issues, we can set a prioritize some such order where it will be execute. So in test annotation, we are putting such prioritize one priority equal to two, 8 according to our test case execution order. Suppose we are taking example of Gmail account. Okay, so in Gmail account, first we will require to launch the URL. So this is our launching URL. Then we are not using URL, we just continue in that application. So after that we have to click some like create account. So create account page we are coming there, and we can just click the create account. After creating create account, we can goes to back method, means backward, means we go to previous method. So we can use this properties, navigate that back. Then again we are clicking those, we are going to login for empty user, then invalid user id, and then valid user id, but password is wrong, and then valid credential. So this is our order for execution of our test cases. So we can control this, and if suppose in after test, you can say we had used here three annotation. One is a before test, at that before test. Second, at that test, multiple at that test will be at that test is representing, this is the test case. Okay, and after test is presenting to in the test case is completed, execution is completed, then we can execute this after test. So after test, inside whatever command we are put it there, accordingly it will behave. So driver.quit means it will be close the entire window which will be applicable, which is open during the execution. And the driver.close means single window will be closed. The current window which is operating, that window is closed only. If suppose we are having multiple window like see, this is one window, second tab, third tab. If suppose we are having tab, or suppose separate window also we having. So suppose separate window for Mozilla Firefox. Okay, so what happened if suppose we are using driver.close? So driver.close means the open window, open tab, this is the current tab we are operating, so it is closed only. If suppose we are using this one, which will be driver.quit. So driver.quit, it means if suppose we are having three tab here, 1 2 3 tab is operating in same browser, or different window as well, so it will close together. Okay, so this is a difference between close and quit. So we are moving to our next topics. This is our advance. So last Saturday and Sunday we had discussed about multiple function. Okay, in multiple function you can set there, mostly we are having number of functions. Our web page like link will be there, and checkbox, radio button, drop and down, then mouse over function will be there, drag and drop will be there, a screenshot, how can we take a screenshot, such browser setting we would like to compatibility, browser compatibility, change the multiple browser execution, and multiple window handling like pop-up, different tab. If suppose we are clicking some link, so it will be redirect on this open to next page, like in HDFC Bank. If suppose we are looking, so we are seeing hdfcbank.com. Okay, if suppose you are going to hdfcbank.com and you are clicking some link, so it will be redirect to another page, and then we do some activity in that page, and after that we come back to home page, then again we are clicking some link, so again we are getting a new tab, and that tab we perform some activity and close together. Like that we had seen. Then web table, in a web page we are getting sometime table, like see you can, this is a, we are clicking check eligibility of credit card, so credit card detail come to our next page. We close it. If suppose we are clicking the personal loan, so again we are getting another tab. So this kind of activity you can see, and we can control into multiple window section. And after that, this desired capability will also help us to uh, taking care of multiple environment and multiple setup, or you can say like version controlling, or you can say if suppose we would like to see in Internet Explorer or Firefox browser or Google Chrome browser, if you can see there are multiple versions available on that also. Okay, so multiple function will be there because uh, version is there because Internet Explorer is having four kind of version right now. That's like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like six version will be there. But today we are generally using i9 and above. 7, 8, and 8 is somewhere 8 is there also. And some banking application you can find Internet Explorer 6 as well, because in SBI you can say SBI are some poor bank, means old bank, not poor bank, that's an old bank. So they are operating the i6 because the changing of technology or changing of our devices is not possible to do immediately. It will take some time to control it because and they are having a lot of infrastructure, lot of network will be there. So in a small network we can do changes very fast. But if suppose we are having infrastructure and our network very big, so we cannot change everything immediately, so it will take some time. So that's why suppose you visit some bank, old bank, so you can see the old application they are using it. Okay, so today, as per you can see, technology is changing every time. So those technology versions and infrastructure we can control to test through this desired capability is also having the feature to control our execution or distribution testing with the Selenium grid. Okay, so we are generally taking care of Selenium grid execution. And yesterday as well, I was giving to information about this Selenium grid. So I had already prepared Selenium grid script and some other functions as well. So this is on multiple functions. Multiple function. Okay, so Selenium grid. So what is a Selenium grid? Selenium grid is one you will say component of software, a Selenium automation tool, which is help us to distribution of our test cases. And there is two component, as you can see. There is a okay, one is this is a two component is there. This is called one component is called hub, and second component is called node. Okay, so these are two component we are having. Okay, so this two component will help us to uh, execute our test case with multiple environment. So first we have to start, and for this no, to start hub and node, The concept of Selenium grid is following Selenium RC concept. This Selenium RC means Selenium remote control concept. What is Selenium RC concept? Selenium RC will execute like this. So there in between our script and execution, there will be some mediator in between. So mediator in the sense, like, see, this is our script, this is our program. Here we had written our program, and the whatever command we are written, that come to server, and then it's execute to particular browser, whatever browser we define. So that browser will execute. Like, see, this is our script, or you can say client script. That script will be sent to the server. This is behave as a server, okay, and then server will react, and it will launch according to our script, what which browser we would like to execute. So the browser will defined by our script. So this is suppose Internet Explorer, or you can say this is our Mozilla Firefox, and this is your Google Chrome. Okay, so whatever script we had written, so that scripts, and before starting execution, we have to start our Selenium server. Okay, first we have to start Selenium server. How can we start? I will tell you. First we have to start Selenium server, then we start execution, then this script line by line first set up, and according to the test case, what order we are following for execution, that same order will be followed. Before test, then at the test, then after test, same kind of. So the script will goes to Selenium server, then Selenium server will launch the browser and put the URL, and according, then one by one each step will goes to Selenium server, and Selenium server will send the request to the particular browser and get response from there also, and then we can get a report. So Selenium server will mediator in between the flow. Okay, so this is very hectic activity, that's why we are introducing new component that's called WebDriver that time. But for Selenium grid, if suppose we are using, and the distribution testing, if suppose we are we would like to do, then we require this kind of infrastructure. Okay, so here two component we require, one is a hub and second is a node. So hub is, you can say, that's a master system, and this is our client system. So they will be, this is also server, this is also server, this master server, and then the client server. Okay, so we had to start first one Selenium server as a hub, and second Selenium server as a node. So we, in a single hub, we can connect multiple connection, like you can say, as you idea about internet cafe. Okay, in internet cafe, one master PC will be there, and a number of system will integrated connected with those master system. That's called, you can say, any kind of topology they will prefer. Okay, so here as well we can connect with hub with multiple node as well. Okay, so the connection of node, how can we connect this hub and node, we can see one by one. Okay, first for the starting our Selenium server, we require one thing. First we have to download, I think I had already downloaded in my system. First you have to check, if suppose it is not there, then I will tell you, but first I have to check it. One second. Selenium inside workspace, new folder, jar files. Where is jar files? Selenium 52 is there. No, that file is not there. So see, first we have to download this file. mm, hu.org section, go to download. In download section, when you download section, here this is Selenium standalone server will require. Okay, so as you can see, organizations are adapting, as you can see for Selenium grid as well. So number of organizations are adopting virtualization and cloud-based technology to reduce cost and increasing the efficiency as well. So virtualization and cloud-based infrastructure can also be used to scale the test automation by reducing our investment in physically hardware needed to set up the test environment, because this will very costly if suppose we had doing this kind of activities for execution of multiple devices. So it is not possible to take all different browser with different setup. So this will be help, the Selenium grid will help to do that kind of activity for virtualization and cloud based testing. Okay, so after downloading this jar file, so this, generally whenever we are downloading these all files, so inside this download section, so you will get a normal zip file format. But here, whenever you are downloading this file, so it is directly downloaded the normal jar file, it is not the zip file. So you just copy it and save it somewhere in your system. You do not extract it. Okay, just remember, sometime people are extracting this file. So if you are extracting this file, so you will get a number of file, it will be not in use. Okay, so only we are using this jar file as a jar file only. So we do not require to extract this file, Selenium standalone server. Okay, so after finishing it, we will see one by one. So if suppose you are looking architecture wise, how Selenium RC, how Selenium grid will work. So the architecture of Selenium Selenium grid will be like this. One second, I am placing clearing this first. So first you can see we have to create one hub. Okay, suppose this is our hub. Okay, what is this? This is our hub. Okay, after that we have to create number of nodes. Okay, so this is your node 1, this is your node 2, this is your node 3, and you can also connect your mobile devices as well. Okay, so this is node 4. So this is, suppose you can talking about this is from node, this node is, but here this will be help us for Linux operating system and using Firefox browser or Safari browser also, you can say. Okay, Linux Safari browser, in Linux I think, no, any browser you can use instead of Linux. 1 second, I am changing this browser Safari into here, and suppose we are using Firefox, and inside this is another node. This node will help us to uh, window and Safari. Second, I'm clearing this. Window, suppose Safari, or window, suppose Internet Explorer as well. Also, you can say this is another node. This node will uh, Mac system, and window will be like Chrome, and this mobile device like iOS, Android. Okay, so this is another node, Android, or uh, you can say anything, Apple, iPhone, iOS, you can say this one, and this is another node. Okay, so this multiple node will be there. So all this node, okay, so all this node will, this is node, so all this node will be connect with hub. All this node will connect with hub. Okay, and there will be two-way communication, request response is going on. Okay, and inside this we are having one web application. Suppose we are having web application. So this a web application, where is it? The web application is from our system, individual system. Okay, so the web application first goes to hub, then it will be communicate with this. So here you can see different another request come from the Selenium test. Whenever we are testing, and these are our test cases, different test cases, and here we had setted Selenium test request run to Android, request sent to. So this request will be come to hub first. Okay, in this location it will come. This Selenium test, suppose this Selenium test for our Android device. Okay, we set there, and same thing this for Linux operating system. Okay, this test case will be for our window. Okay, so this request will come to hub, and hub will keep track of configuration provided by the nodes. Okay, and it will ensure request are load balancing between the nodes provided in configuration matching request from the Selenium grid. So whatever configuration we are providing, that configuration will be properly balanced, that load balancing will be there. Okay, so this will be our architecture of Selenium grid. Okay, so Selenium grid, if suppose we are talking about, so first we have to uh, and it will also help us to do parallel activity, parallel test. We can test our this execution parallelly. Okay, so how can we connect? So first we have to take this IP of the sub machine, and then we can select all these IP of different devices nodes. Okay, suppose this just as you know, the IP generally it will be like producing like 192.168.0.1. Suppose this one, suppose this is one IP of our hub. So second IP might be 192.168.0.2 will be our node, and this will be our system IP. Okay, whatever IP will be there, that's normal. I am giving one example like this. So each device having such IP, so this IP will be configured with hub. Okay, registered with hub. So how can we do that? Okay, so how can we do that? So first we have to start a hub. How can we start hub? Okay, so hub, starting hub, first we have to open command prompt. Oh, cmd. Okay, first we have to open command prompt. In command prompt, uh, we have to move our location where we store this jar files. Right now this jar file is where? This jar file is into our download section. First we have to store in some save place this jar file. We have to download this. See, we downloaded, we copy it. I am copying it and then pasting in save place. So which is our save place? This is our save place. This is our all document of Selenium, so I am storing here. This copy it will complete it. Yes. Okay, Selenium server standalone 2.52. Yeah. So now what we have to do, we have to come to the location of where we stored, which location we stored these jar files. So this is in D drive Selenium folder. So we come in here, D drive path setting will be there. Now we have to write like java hyphen space hyphen jar. This is how to start Selenium server, you can say. Okay, or how do we start hub in our system or any system. Okay, so the command will be like this: java space hyphen jar Selenium server stand alone standalone. See, after standalone you can get a version name, version number, what version number is running at the time. This version will be changed. Right now we are having 2.52.0 version of Selenium, so we are using here 2.52.0. If suppose tomorrow we are getting 53 versions, so we can write here 2.53.0.jar. Okay, the this is a flexible, this is dynamic. Okay, that jar. After that what we have to do, we can directly use a role as a hub. We can put here and we can enter it. Okay, but sometime what happen, we are getting some timeout issue up in our node machine, so we can control into that thing in this starting our server. So each steps execution or each node configuration, it will control some timeout period. So we can control it for 600 milliseconds. Okay, 600 millisecond means zero point 0.6 seconds. Okay, so we can define, you can also define some port. Sometime you will get a error, you will get a server is already ready, server is already in use, like that. Because in Selenium, in system, we are having two localhost port. One is, you can say, double four port in our system, and second is a double five. So sometime you will get a double four working, so you can use another port, double five. Okay, so you can use here, you can also write port number. So which port you are pointing out? So we are pointing out our double four port. This is our local host port. Okay, then we are defining role, which role we are talking about. So we are setting this server as a hub. Okay, so this server is a hub, and node timeout, node timeout we are defining here. What is node timeout? Node time we are considering as a 600 millisecond. Now you can hit it. After hitting, you can see launching Selenium grid hub. Then you can see Selenium hub is started. You have to select this allow us. Okay, after allowing us, you can see, Selenium grid hub is open. And now you can, hello, hello. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Are you getting? Hello? Hello?
Muted. Unmuted.
Oh, hello. Hello? Hi, Jay. Are you getting me?
Yes, now I'm able to hear you.
Okay, fine. So, which point you are getting? Everything is clear? How can we start Selenium server? Okay, fine.